up, everybody? It's your boy Cashmere Medic. We just sit here chilling. Let's have a heart-to-heart conversation about, about who can you trust in today's society. If you're new to the channel, what we do here, we talk about better dragons. I aim to educate to get a better understanding about pet lizards. From time to time, we talking about some real stuff, and we just try to have a heart-to-heart conversation. And my name is Cashmere Medic. What's up? And normally I have my son with me, Jeremiah plays, and my other son. He don't be here, but he used to be on this channel a lot. But this one is about who can you trust. Trust issues is a big thing in this world. Like, there's nobody you really can give like a true understanding about things, about how you can trust somebody. Like, you can't trust your spouse, you can't trust your husband, you can't trust your wife, you can't trust anything. You can't trust what somebody tells you. You don't know what the truth is anymore. It's just how it is anymore. Like, we wake up, we be taught in a society where right is right and wrong is wrong, but it don't seem like people don't understand that anymore. It's like we losing touch with reality. I think we're getting caught up with the social media. I think we're getting caught up on what's the next trend. I think we're getting caught up on what's hype and what's not hype. You know what I mean? This one I'm not going to try to cuss. I'm going to just try to talk about it like without having any cuss words, because I don't want to cuss on this video. You feel me? Normally, we talk about these things in the live. So, starting today, if you're watching this video, there will be no more lives. Just kind of tired of doing them. I be in there live all the time, and nobody gonna be in there. And then people is in there, they just cause confusion. And they just hear like chaos. They just hear it as confusing. Like, they're not trying to have the better interest of the channel or me. They just come in there trying to cause a problem with themselves and try to cause a problem with me. So today, live stop. And no more lives. So we're gonna have heart-to-heart conversations. We're gonna do these little conversational things. I don't even care if it goes anywhere. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I show up, I keep doing them, I'm gonna keep doing me, and that's just how it's gonna ever be. A little bit about myself, a little bit of backstory about who I am. I started this channel 2 years ago. We hit a 2-year mark probably like a couple of days ago. Congratulations. Yes, clap it up, you feel me? Let's get it. Yes sir. We had 3,500 plus subscribers, and it's been a blessing, bro. It's been a blessing for whoever been rocking with me. It's a blessing, and I really appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. You know what I mean? And I be going through journeys too. I be going through problems all the time too. But we gonna get through. We gonna get through them. We gonna get through them together, because we are one. And when you come join us and you hit that subscribe button and you turn on that notification bell, it ain't you joining me, you joining the family. We are family at this point when you join me. But this ain't no, so I'm like a big brother to y'all if y'all younger than me. And if somebody older joining, then, you know what I'm saying, I'm the listener, and I'm here, and we can just grow together, we can learn from each other, As far as trust go, you be taught trust, just like you being taught racism. So when you born into this life, you be taught the things that you taught to hate. It means you taught to be racist. You taught to become the person you are, right? And it doesn't matter who raised you or nothing like that, because at the end of the day, you taught these things. You taught to be. You are taught to have hate in your heart. You are taught not to trust. The word trust is like a bonding moment. It's something that you bond and you have strengthening bonds to, that you retain to, and you have that, that trust. You can trust it. And somebody say something like, yeah, man, I'm going, let me borrow $20. I'm going to give it back to you Friday. You trusted that person to get that $20 to, so you trust for that person to pay you back. Now, when that person don't pay you back, when they say they're going to pay you back, you lost that trust, right? So, as far as the government and things, I don't want to talk about the government because, we living in this world where I'm from Ohio, and I don't really want to sit here and disrespect our lovely government. But things that they told us was a lie. Things that they told us that they was going to do for us to help us, they didn't help us. So that to me, that's broken trust. That's no trust. So let's say, for instance, you with a girl and you met her, and everything seemed cool on the end. You talking to her on the phone, or you met her online or something, talking to her on the phone, everything jugging, y'all having a good time. Late night conversation. Oh, you hang up first. No, baby, you hang up next. No, baby, you hang up second. Things of that nature. And then you finally meet her, even though, okay, like you might not meet her yet, but then she send you pictures and you like, oh yeah, dang, yeah, man, oh dang, she's sexy. She real cold. She a cold piece. You feel me? She a cold piece. So y'all fully meet up, and boom, the chick ain't the chick you want. That person that you seen in them pictures that y'all been communicating for the last 5 months ain't the same chick. What happens with that situation? Now you lost trust. You lost trust of that person. You don't trust that person no more, because that person could have just came clean, and she could have just told you who she was, and it wouldn't be no misunderstanding. You see what I'm talking about? It's like, these things are hard to manage. And to me, the only person I trust is my mom, and I trust God. I don't trust no human being. I don't trust anything coming out somebody's mouth. I don't trust anything, because a lot of people don't. You know what the main thing about it is? A lot of people don't know how to trust, and they don't trust because they're a liar. So when it becomes a liar, the liar in them don't know how to take accountability for their downfall. So if somebody messes up all the time and they just keep repeatedly messing up, they are habitual. They are habitual line steppers. They are habitual liars. They are habitual. They just keep lying. They don't know how to do better because they don't know how to take accountability. Let's say it together. Let's say it together, y'all. Accountability. You have to learn how to take accountability for your mistakes. So if you messing up and you walking around and you try to blame somebody else for your mistakes, whether it's a kid or adult, your dog, whatever, it's your fault. You gotta, like me, I made a lot of mistakes growing up. I made a lot of mistakes as an adult. I made a lot of mistakes, and to this day, I make mistakes today. Like, I made a mistake today, but I take accountability for the mistakes that I made so I can make them better, so I can become a better person, a better person. If you don't know how to become a better person, then that's where the lies start, and that's where the trust don't come in at. You know what I mean? You can't trust somebody who cheat on you. You can't trust somebody who constantly lies to you. You can't trust somebody who don't know how to make right. You can't trust somebody who don't know how to take accountability for their mistakes. You have to be able to, own up to what you have created. God gave us the breath. God gave us the light. God gave us the touch, the feel. He didn't make us to be a liar. So when you are a liar and you are untrustworthy, that's something that you created. It's a monster that you created. The world we live in ain't peaceful. We always going to war. We always having problems. We always being lied to. We get lied to about history. We get lied to about the things we see. Just like on this platform that I'm on now, and I love YouTube, bro. I just don't like certain things that be happening on YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't like the favoritism. I don't like how they say that somebody could grow where you really can't grow. It's kind of hard to grow in a room full of liars. It's kind of hard to be number one on YouTube when people lie. It's kind of hard to make yourself become one with the community when people lie. So when they lie, these people are creators. They are creating an agenda to lie, for you to lie. And that's not good. That's not cool. It's like we teaching our younger people, which is the Gen X or Gen Z, whatever you want to call them, we teaching them to be a liar. So the things in life is a lie. So like the Charger you bought, the house you bought, the belt you got, the Giuseppe's you got on, you got the Valentinos, you got all this stuff on, you got all this stuff that's on you. It's a lie. Because you own, first of all, you own none of it. Second of all, the Charger you renting, the house you in, that's like $3 million, you don't own it. Everything about you is a cap. It's a lie. Everything. So right there, if you lying about the things that the young generation sees every single day on this screen that we on, this imaginational matrix. We sitting stuck into a matrix. We stuck into the matrix. And so while young people see this every single day, they think that it's okay to not go to school. They think it's okay to be a slouch. They think it's okay for somebody that they see on YouTube doing it up doing it big, living life. They think it's okay. They think that it's the one you pushing the button. They don't think that that before they push that button, that everything came with that button. They don't understand the grind, the grit, the determination. Because if they got on here and they told you the truth, who will watch that? Who will watch the truth? People don't really watch me because why? I tell the truth too much. Maybe but I can't lie, man. I don't want to. Everybody lie, Everybody got everybody a little fizzle, but blatantly misdirection, misguiding, and misconception. It's not the truth, It ain't the truth. It never would be the truth. And I know people be like, I don't want to hear you talk for 15, 20 minutes. You don't have to hear me. You can turn it off. And I understand I ain't gonna do no special effects on this video. It's just me sitting in here talking to y'all like if this was the live, And the live wasn't getting nowhere, so maybe I started doing it like this. We're not doing a live no more. It's never happening again. The next live you will see me do will be a giveaway. I'm not gonna do lives no more. People have ruined that for me, You can't, and to me, it's just like, when I post and I make music or something like that, I don't expect it to be 100,000 views. I don't expect that. So what I do expect is the people who say they rock with you. So if they say they rock with you and they care about you, why you don't watch it? It's like, that's another lie. That's a misconception. You don't rock with me. You rock with a short. You rock with the person I made the short on. You don't rock with the person who's sitting on the channel. You don't know what I go through on blood, sweat, and tears to make this channel shake. You don't understand. You never will, and I get it. I don't expect you to get it, But it's not hard. It's not easy where I wake up to every day. I struggle every day, and it's like I don't chase a dream because dreams is not reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, a dream is not reality, and I'm not gonna sit here and sell you a lie. A lot of people sell you a lot. I ain't gonna say all content creators because we all ain't the same. We all different. We all cut from a different cloth. We all different people, so we all don't do the same thing, And some of them who make content, I really enjoy their content, and I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want nobody to come for me. I ain't scared of y'all, but I'm just, I don't want to say y'all names and just give y'all the clout because they won't do that to me. I don't, So, but yeah, I watch some of y'all. I watch some of y'all, and I enjoy a lot of y'all content. You know what I'm saying? And I can see it in your eyes when you talking. I can understand it. I feel it in your soul that you true genuine, and I know that you lie too, but we all lie. But I know you ain't misguiding nobody, and I know that you doing with the right thing, and I know you doing what you think you could do to make it change. I already know that, bro. I already know that. I'm not like sitting here stuck in the 60s and 70s or I understand that. I'm not waiting to be unthawed out. I understand that. I understand how things go. It's just, I think the word lie ends up becoming the word steal. And if you steal, you will lie. And if you lie, you will steal. And if you steal, you will kill. Get it? It's all comes down to like a domino effect. Everything go toot toot toot. It's like a ticking time bomb. It's waiting to happen. It's tick tick tick, boom. And it's just waiting to happen. It's waiting to happen for what You have to first of all take accountability, like I was just saying. Own your mistakes as a person or as a human being or as an adult. Own it. Own your mistakes. As a child, you can't own no mistake because you're a child. Man, it doesn't matter how older you might become. As an older adult or an older teenager or a teenager or whatever, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you're still a child. And so you really can't hold a child at a standard where you feel like they could do something about anything. Like it starts with the parents, man. It starts with the parents, and if the parents keep bickering back and forth, you turn that child into what? A liar. Yep. It's like you prepping them like a prep cook in the cook. You know what I'm saying? In the kitchen, you prepping them, you teaching them how to cook. It's the same thing. It's like pulling the arms and making them gyrate or making them move the way you want it to. And that's not how it go. That's not how it should be. So that's why we stuck into this world and a society where everybody's laugh at the old. Everybody laugh at the person we're walking around with the cane. Everybody point the finger at the person falling and slipping down. Everybody just don't know how to treat people, and that's just how it go. They don't care about how people feel. They laugh at the old. They laugh at the crippled, and that, but because it starts with the lie. If you wake up every day and you keep being repeatedly lied to all the time, and you being taught to lie, it's never gonna change you. It's never gonna change you because you have to take responsibility for yourself. You can't pit and shift blame on nobody but yourself. Remember that. You got this brain for a reason. Use that brain that you have in your brain. It's right here for a reason. Use it, bro. Use the brain. Use the sense that God gave you to change the world instead of potholing the world. Because all we doing is corrupting our young generation with all the bad that you see on YouTube, all the bad you see on TikTok and Instagram. We just feeding them. We corrupting them with lies because we don't want to tell them the truth. You don't want to tell them that that Columbus didn't discover America. You don't want to tell them about Nat Turner. You don't want to tell them about what happened to Malcolm X. You don't want to tell them what happened about Martin Luther King. You don't want to tell them the truth. You don't want to tell them what happened with the Black Panthers. You don't want to tell them what happened with the cause. Everything that anybody ever tried to do and create that's positive, people come through and they destroy it with lies. So, till the next time, I'm glad y'all sat here, man, and rock with your boy. I don't know who's gonna be in here, but whoever was in here, whoever jumped in here, I appreciate any one of you. I appreciate it because you watched it. So, until the next time, stay safe. No stress, less mess. It's your boy Cash, man. Bro, we gone, bro. Peace.